Hello everybody. Today I'm going to show you this IEC HVAC unit that I have in my hotel room. This is part of IEC's MMY series of modular HVAC units, and this is actually one of two in this suite. This one serves the living area here, and the other one is in the bedroom area, and it's right over here. It's exactly the same. So yeah, I will say right off the bat that this one actually works a lot better than the one in the other room, because this one has a better heating element. The other one barely gets warm. I had to turn it way up earlier in order for the room to even start warming up a little bit. But one disadvantage that this one has over the other unit is that a lot of these fins, like this one in particular, is really loose. So this vent has definitely seen better days. The other one is in better condition. But other than that, the vents are exactly the same. You got the horizontal fins on the outside and the vertical ones on the inside, both of which are adjustable, by the way. So that's nice, and you can see it's being held together, or held to the wall rather, with two Phillips head screws. And it's being operated by this in-com thermostat right here. You can see the unit is off right now. These thermostats are really common in hotels. So you got your motion sensor, which shuts the unit off when there's a period of no activity. And you got your off and auto settings, your fan speed, which these units do have 3 speeds, and your display, which switches it from the set to the room temperature. You can see it's currently 71 degrees in here. And then you got your temperature setting controls and your Fahrenheit and Celsius button. So yeah, and I'm not sure what this black thing is. It almost looks like some sort of infrared thing, but there's no remote in here, so God knows what it's for. Here's a look at the main unit with the intake vent right here. You can see it's facing downward. Very common for these type of units. Here's a look at the inside. You can see the filter right there. And this does have some information in the middle, in the inside. So I'll go ahead and turn on my flashlight and show you. I think it's over here. Yeah, here it is. It shows like the room number and the model and stuff like that. It's really hard to see. I'm trying to see, let's see. Model MSY04. Oh, this is a MSY series. The other one's an MMY. So these actually are a little different from each other. Sequence number 922. Floor 29. Does say Sheraton, Boston. But that's really it. There's no like real nerdy specs like BTU and stuff. So yeah. But yeah, I guess these units on the inside are a little different from each other. This is an MSY series here. And this one, I was looking on the sticker earlier, this is an MMY series. So that might explain the performance differences. So the MSY just might be a little bit better. So yeah, this one's got the exact same thermostat. And here's the filter on this one. This one makes a really loud whirring noise even when it's off. So yeah, it's actually very common with these units. So yeah. But this vent is in much better condition. Like this, like these are nice and stiff. So yeah. But that's really it for these units. I mean, there's not really much to show with these, because you can't really take them apart or anything. They're in the wall. But yeah, so I guess we'll just go ahead and turn them on. We'll start with the low speed. This one's very quiet on the low speed. It doesn't blow much air though. This one's pretty quiet too. They get a little louder when the heating element kicks on, or the compressor. Speaking of which, these do change from cooling to heating depending on the room temperature. This one blows barely any air on the low speed. Like, you might as well just have this thing off at this point. So yeah, that's the trade-off. This one has a less powerful fan, but a more powerful heating element than the MMY in here. So that's interesting. I just noticed there's a random junction box down here. Wonder what that's for. I wonder if it houses the surge protector for this unit. I wonder if there's another one over here that I missed. No, this one doesn't have one. So I don't know what that's for. So you can see now the thermostat is showing that it's set to 68 degrees. I don't know what this dot in the corner means. I've actually never seen that on this thermostat before. If we hit display, you can see the room temperature is now 69 degrees. Nice. And in Celsius, the temperature set is 20 degrees. And these do have, or I guess this one doesn't. The other one has a constant, really dim indiglow, but this one doesn't have anything, I just noticed. There goes the heating element. Or maybe I shouldn't say heating element, maybe I should say heat pump, because these are heat pumps. So yeah, this one gets a bit loud when the heat pump comes on. This one's still blowing kind of cold. Let's see if I can show you that indiglow. Oh, there it is. I don't think you'd even... Oh, there it is. You can hardly see it on camera. Yeah, that stays on constantly. So yeah, upon first glance, these units appear to be the same, but they're actually quite a bit different in many subtle ways. Now we'll go ahead and switch them to medium. You can hear the relay click. This one has barely any difference. This one has a bit more of a noticeable difference, and is actually blowing a pretty good amount of air now. So yeah, I really don't know what to make of these units. They're weird. I mean, they do the job, but they're just quirky. Yeah, this one's blowing pretty warm, actually. But it's still blowing barely any air. It can't be the filter that's the problem, because if you look at that, it actually looks pretty darn good. I don't know. But over here is the view from the top floor of the hotel, as you can see. You get a really nice view of Back Bay from up here. Over there is the, I don't know if you'll be able to see it very well. You have to go in the other room. There you can see it better from here. That's the Prudential Tower right there. You can see the Mass Ave Bridge over there. And over there is MIT. And over here is the Citgo sign. A lot of cool landmarks you can see from up here. Oh, and before I forget to mention, where is it? There it is. The Encore Casino in Malden. So you can see quite a lot of Boston from here. But anyway, that's off topic. Yeah, even from down here, this is blowing like pretty substantial now, so definitely a better blower than the other unit. And we'll go ahead and switch them to high now. Now you'll notice something with this unit. This one speeds up a ton and it gets pretty loud. Now I'll try the same with the other one. See, this one gets louder, but it's not as bad, but it still blows barely any air. I will say, despite the poor airflow, it is quite effective at warming up the room. I haven't tested the air conditioning on these because it's winter time. This one's a better blower, but the heating element doesn't work as well. The heating element's not even on right now, but I had it turned way up earlier and it got like barely warm. At least the air coming out of here was. This one sounds like it has a minor bearing failure too. I don't know if you can hear those clicking noises. You might not be able to hear it on camera. It's pretty quiet. I'll go in the entrance of the room. It's certainly not as loud as some of the PTACs that you see below the windows. I mean, it's still a pretty substantial volume level, but nothing I can't sleep through. You can see the temperature in this room is 69 again. There's the other unit. Sounds like the heat pump turned off. Yeah, it's blowing colder now. And I don't know if I mentioned this yet, but both units do have these unique looking screws, or bolts or whatever. They have arrows on them, and they have 2 holes on each side. They kind of look like ladybugs. I just noticed this. This unit's actually, the fan is actually quite off balance. This is vibrating a lot. I wonder if this one's the same. No. Yeah, this one's in much better overall condition. But again, this one has the better heat pump, so yeah, I really don't know what to make of these. But anyway, we'll go ahead and turn them off. And they turn off almost instantly. So yeah, again, I don't know how many times I've said this, but I really don't know what to make of these things. I mean, they work, they do the job, but they're just quirky. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, guys. That'll be it.